Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. It is November 12th at 8:09. And we're here recording.
Marsh is going through a sex change,
Yeah, I have
guys.
Who?
Uh,
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be hearing a lot of Jake as usual in this episode because Buddy Boy's been pretty sick. It's a miracle that he's even on here right now.
We play through injuries, boys.
Yeah.
Let's get into the games.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, well, we'll start with that horrible Thursday night game. Raiders-Broncos. Both primetime games, isolated primetime games, the Thursday night and the Monday night game finished with the same score. Maybe the worst primetime weekend of all time, arguably.
yeah.
That
was bad.
Yeah, that was the ugliest game I've ever seen. Raiders-Broncos. So I guess my question is, Broncos are 8-2 now. They have the best record in the league, longest active winning streak. They've won 7 straight games. A lot of people are hating on Bo Nix because they feel like he's the only bad point of this team. Do you think that the hate on him is fair?
No, because they haven't lost yet.
Damn, dude. This team is it's the same team that the Vikings were a few years ago when they just won all those one-score games. Like, are they really good, or are they just lucky enough to keep squeezing by? Because it's not like these games are also 33-31. Like, these are just bad games. But then they also have a game against the Giants where they score 33 in the fourth. Like, that's such a hard task to do. So I don't know. I'm so up in the air. I do think Bo Nix is definitely the biggest problem on that team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that he should probably be given more time. But I do agree that I also don't like the Broncos. I think that it's like a concerning thing when you can't blow out bad teams. Like, if you won all the close games against other good teams, then it would be fair, as long as you were destroying or demolishing the bad teams. The fact that they beat the Texans with a backup quarterback by a late field goal, or the Giants with a miraculous 33-point comeback, or the Raiders by a field goal, like, those should be, like, I love the Texans. That should not have been a field goal game with the time running out on the clock. Like, that's not how that should go. Same with this Raiders game. They should have been way up on a team this bad. So
Yes.
I don't like it. If I'm a Broncos fan, it's fun because then every game is interesting. But also,
Those games aren't fun games.
No.
not when
If
it's
I'm a
10-7.
If I'm a Broncos fan, I'm shaking in my boots, dude. Because come playoff time, like they're gonna make playoffs. Obviously, they're 8-2.
Those type of teams
They have the 1
lose,
seed.
though, come playoff time.
That's what I
You
mean.
don't
Like,
win.
come playoff time, they're gonna be a wild card round bounce, dude.
Easily. They're going to
Ah.
go into one of these shootout games with one of these comparable teams who have been there before, like the Ravens, like the Chiefs, and it's going to be a big-time payback where, it's not a backup quarterback throwing the ball or, I don't know, some rookie bum.
And I
No,
think this team's young too. They got time. Like, I don't think Bo Nix is bad. He definitely decides when he's going to be good. Like, it's a 50-50 on who you're going to get. But it's kind of like Jameis Winston, to be honest.
His fourth quarter stats are really good.
Yeah. Like,
The other
unreal.
3 in every game are horrid.
But
So it's really weird, but
it's what, year 2? Dude's got so much time. Like, I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
yeah, I think so too. I think it's too early to be writing him off. And like you said, Jake, they're winning. So what's your beef? It's the Jalen Hurts thing. Like, no, he doesn't have the greatest stats in the world. If they win games, then who cares?
Yeah.
Falcons, Colts. Colts win in overtime. JT absolutely blasted the Falcons. Pause.
Nice.
I have a
Nice.
lot. I have a lot on this game. Okay, so I apologize in advance for my
No,
rambling and my
I love this
stats.
game because I watched this during my CPR course the other day. It got me through half of it. It was beautiful.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hopefully your teacher's not listening. Okay, so first of all, I want to rip Daniel Jones a little bit here. Jake, I know you're not really a fan of First Things First, but Aiden, I know you've watched the show. Are you familiar with the term pumpkin mode?
Pumpkin. I'm not actually. I'm not. I'm not.
I know what it is, and I don't
Okay.
watch the show.
Pumpkin mode is when a quarterback who's playing better than they should be, like, will regress.
Back to his former self.
Okay? Back to his former self. So, my question, Daniel Jones has had 10 turnover-worthy plays in the last 2 games, 7 of which have been turnovers. Okay? Is he falling into pumpkin mode slightly?
Damn, it's tough. No, I don't think so. I think the Falcons are defensively well put together, and I think it's like somewhat of a string of bad luck. Like, dude, they've had 9 fumbles in the last 2 games, like something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's not just him. I think he has 5 of the 9, which is
He
not
had
good luck.
No, he has 7 of the 9.
Oh no. Oh, no, it's
Yeah.
getting hard to defend.
He had 5 turnovers against the Steelers, 3 picks, 2 fumbles, and then another 2 fumbles that could have been turnovers, but they were recovered. And then last game he had, if I'm not mistaken, 2 picks and a fumble that could have been turnover as well.
Oh, dude. I mean, in JT we trust, man. In JT we trust, because holy shit, that
Okay, well,
just to win that game with that many turnovers is a difficult task. And I said it when they played the Steelers. I said, it's fine. This is nothing. This is a bad turnover week. It happens to the best teams. They've done it again and again. So they got to hold on to the damn ball.
Yeah, I agree. And since you brought up JT, I want to talk about this. And Jake, I don't want you to get mad here, okay? It's just an example because he won MVP last year, okay? Personally, I think Saquon should have won it last year, but I don't have a problem with Josh Allen winning it. I think he should have one in his career anyway. Anyway, so I used Josh Allen's passing yards as the marker for this stat lookup, okay? So last year, Josh Allen throws 3,731 yards. Not very high, to be honest, okay? But he won MVP. So if you go back 40 years to 1985, there was only one season where a quarterback did not throw for at least that many yards. One. There was 1 year where no quarterback threw for that many yards. Every other season, there's been at least one or multiple. Okay?
Wow.
By the way, the one guy who didn't...
Back to when?
I don't think anybody... What's that?
Back what year?
87. But back to 85. Neil Lomax. You ever heard of him? I've never heard of him. I don't know who that is. Okay? Anyway, and then if you look at running backs who have run for over 2,000 yards since the same year, 1985. I'm comparing again based on Saquon having over 2,000 yards. There's been 7. Only 3 times has one of those running backs won MVP that year. Damn. Barry Sanders, Terrell Davis, and Adrian Peterson. Okay?
Wow.
I think that if JT doesn't get MVP this year and he stays healthy and he keeps doing what he's doing, then they have to reconsider the entire MVP award. If a quarterback is throwing over the same yards as an MVP did last season when a rusher had 2,000 yards, and then the next season another 2,000-yard rusher, and they're going to just discredit it when he's clearly the reason the Colts are.
And mind you, this guy
like, I don't understand.
15 touchdowns already.
Can I just say something
17.
about this though?
Yeah.
It's an MVP award, not who has not done something in a while award. It's who wins your team the most, who's the most valuable. JT is most valuable to the Colts. I think we all agreed at that. Josh Allen last year is more valuable than Saquon was. The Eagles would have won games without Saquon. Yes, they would have.
I feel like the problem
they went
with
to the
MVP,
Super Bowl without Saquon.
Okay, but here's my problem though. Here's my problem with it. It has to be graded on a different scale for the same award. A quarterback is the most important position across any sport.
Yeah.
And it's way more valuable to a team's success than a running back. Not every team has to have a good running back to be a successful team. Every team almost has to have a good quarterback in order to be a successful team. So, of course, if you take out Josh Allen from the Bills, they're going to be worse than if you took Saquon off of the Eagles. But in terms of what that player meant to that team, given their position, Saquon's equity into the running back position was heavier than Josh Allen's from quarterback position, in my opinion.
It just wasn't. Like,
listen, I'm not. That whole stat line has nothing to do with.
You're gonna bring Josh Allen into this, so I'm gonna face you with the facts. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl without Saquon. They could have went last year without Saquon. I don't know why we keep bringing up this last year MVP every fucking week.
If Saquon was not on the Eagles last year, I don't think they go to the Super Bowl. But it is. If
Josh wasn't on the Bills, they don't make it to the playoffs. Like, what are we doing?
Agreed. It's so hard to compare these two positions when, like you just said, Carson, everyone needs a quarterback. You can have the 32nd best running back in the league, and as long as you have a top 5 quarterback, that team has the chance. But not vice versa.
Okay, and also, Jake, my point wasn't about saying Josh Allen shouldn't have got MVP last year. I'm saying that it should be more of a spread. There's no reason JT isn't like the runner up for MVP right now. There's no reason that he's not.
If we had reasonable sports voters voting everything, then I would sit here and argue a lot harder, but there's a lot of idiots who vote for MVP who don't even watch the games. They vote for storyline. So they had Lamar Jackson last year rated as the best quarterback, but Josh won MVP. Nothing makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, MVP stat is just stupid.
Yeah, they have to change it in my opinion.
I think a good way to look at it is if you took all starting quarterbacks and you put them in like a space between each other, JT is so far above number 2, unlike the top quarterback and the second quarterback. Does that make sense?
Ooh.
Like JT is so far above his competition compared to, I think Stafford and Drake May right now are at the top of the leaderboard. Like they're so much closer to the Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, where like JT this year is beyond any other.
That's a great way to explain it. That's a great way to explain it. That's my point, basically.
Yeah, it's a one.
We all agree on Jonathan Taylor this year.
Yeah, that's my point. It had nothing to do with demoting Josh Allen.
Then don't bring Josh Allen into it.
It was
because he won MVP last year.
It was kind of like a kids MVP choice awards type shit last year. Little voter fatigue.
You don't get to rage bait me today. Nobody wants to hear me talk more.
It's not, I know I know he had more rushing touchdowns than Lamar, less rushing yards, less passing.
Don't
yards,
worry, buddy. Your quarterback's practicing. We'll get to see him in the 13th week.
More interceptions.
When it means nothing.
It was close.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Flacco threw for more yards this year than your actual quarterback.
Well, I mean, one's dead.
He's practicing, so watch out. Hate to see him come out to be a bust.
Well,
Fucking
I
Andrew
think we're
Luck.
past
Lord.
bust. We went to a Super Bowl, so beat the
Andrew
Chiefs a couple
Luck.
times, an AFC champion.
Yeah.
RG5.
I remember it being in grade 7. That was great. Browns, Jets, nothing on this game. Like, okay, the only thing is, like, should Shador just play at this point? Can we see Shador? That's the
No,
only
move
thing
on.
that's going to make the Browns relevant this year.
Yeah, they might switch. Gabriel looked pretty bad.
They said they weren't going to.
It's just prideful at this point. That's what it is. It's ignorance from pride.
Dude, they're going to have a top 3 draft pick. They're going to have multiple top 3 draft picks.
They'll draft a quarterback again.
Yeah, they will. They will draft a quarterback in the first round. They definitely 100% will.
God. Well,
There are a
I
couple
hate
good
that
ones.
franchise. Sorry, guys.
So.
Hate to be a Browns fan. Panthers, Saints. Listen, like, I didn't think I'd be invested in this game at all. Our boy, Tyler Shue. What a game from Tyler Shue. He looked so good.
The other day of someone being like, please stop calling him Shue. His name is fucking Shook. Like they were pissed at us.
Fuck you. His name is Shu.
It's Tyler Shue now.
I just replied, if the shoe fits. Yeah.
No, but okay, if he averages the game that he just had, like, should the Saints just keep him starting next year? Like, if he has the exact same stats
yes.
and averages that.
Yes, of course.
He played good. He played so
great.
good.
Yeah.
He had a great couple passes to Olave. Olave looked alive for the first time, and I forgot he was good. We were talking about him last week about how he might not even crack the top 25. Now it's like, oh my God. I forgot about what that guy looked like when he had fucking Derek Carr. But yeah, I think actually if he keeps playing even somewhat like that, I would like to see this kid go somewhere. Panthers have the 11th ranked passing defense. So the fact that he put up the yards that he did with no turnovers is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Patriots, Bucks, both teams went into this game as the second seed in both conferences. Patriots come out winning 28-23.
Yeah.
What team do you think has the better chance of making the Super Bowl between those two teams?
Right now?
In their respective conferences.
Oh.
Bucks.
Patriots. I mean, I think Patriots. I think the conference is a little bit easier. I think their team is healthy. That's it. If the Bucks can get healthy, if the Bucks get their weapons back, like Bucky, and if Godwin can stay out there, and Ibuka can stay out there, and they can get their offensive line back, like then we have a team that I'm like, this is the top 3 team in the NFC. They can win a Super Bowl. But the way, like, how banged up they are, dude, and you can see it against the Patriots, man. Like, it's a shell of the team that you want to watch. And I think I think the Patriots are like this right now. I do. And I know they're playing shitty teams, but they look good doing it.
They have the easiest remaining schedule. I think they started the year with the third easiest, if I'm not mistaken.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to side with Jake here a little bit. I think that they have the better chance. First of all, they're going to win their division 100%. Patriots obviously have the inside lane on the AFC North or
Patriots will win their division
AFC
too.
East, but they still have, like, the Bills still have a chance. I'm not going to write the Bills out of contention for that. Like, even if you want to be down on the Bills, they still are a good team in the AFC with a chance. Yeah,
It's not about that. It's about strength of schedule.
Yeah, but I mean, most people would consider the Bills a better team than the Patriots, and I mean, there's still plenty of games left for both of them to lose, and they also face each other again. Like, that one game can easily flip everything in that conference.
I would agree
Yeah.
if we beat Miami this week.
We'll talk about that. Because I have a lot to say on that. No, but the Bucks, first of all, they will get healthy. Okay, I think the fact that they can keep up with these teams who are 8-2 and be missing
I
Chris
don't know.
Godwin and Bucky Irving and DTs and linemen. They have 2 linemen out. Another went down in this game. Like, they have a lot of injuries. The other thing is they've beaten the Eagles before in the playoffs with Baker. They've had a close game that went down to the final drive against the Lions in the playoffs with Baker. It was a pick to end the game, but I think the Lions are worse this year objectively than they have been the last 2 years, even though they're still a good team. And the only teams that really scare me are like Seahawks and Rams, and the Bucks already beat Seattle, and they will play the Rams in the next couple of weeks here. So we'll see what happens, but I just think that they have proven that they can beat better teams. I think that's going to go a long way in the playoffs, personally. Ravens, Vikings, all of a sudden, Ravens are second in the division. Who would have seen that coming? This is just the start, like we said, of a probably substantial run. The defense has gotten a lot better with the Ravens. They're allowing only, I think, 18 points a game now the last 4 weeks, whereas the first 5 weeks it was like 32.
Yeah.
That's massive. That's more important than Lamar being back, even in my opinion, because I think you could have won some early games with Huntley at quarterback if your defense was fine. So I think that is the bigger story with the Ravens right now. What do you guys think of this alter ego thing here with J.J. McCarthy? Please tell me you've seen that. Jake, I bet you love that kind of thing.
What? The number 9 or Mr. 9, whatever he calls himself. You don't get to be Mr. 9 some days and not Mr. Like, if you're Patrick Mahomes, you can have that nickname. If you're Megatron, you can have you are Megatron. You don't get to wake up and just be like, I'm the Joker, baby.
The fact that he said that publicly is insane to me. But if you want to keep that to yourself mentally, whatever, man, do you. But to be like, yeah, right before I go on the field, I call myself 9. I transform into a different man. Like, dude, you're not fucking Batman, brother.
That type of shit works when you are Ray Lewis. But when you're JJ McCarthy, you sound like, oh, you're a frat girl, and this is my drunk alter ego that I call myself to my friends.
He looks like Jack Doherty before he goes into putting money in crypto. That's what he looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Goes into his alter ego douchebag, and
I bet you all the 9-year-olds in Minnesota loved that too.
Bro,
dude,
I can't take him seriously.
Wishing he's like, brother.
Oh God, if I look older than you and you're a quarterback in the NFL, I immediately have no respect for you. So JJ McCarthy, I'm sorry, I look 50 compared to your ass. Get back to vlogging.
He's number 9, baby. Put some respect.
Oh, I actually know what's even worse is. On Twitter, they have it has now split the fan base because 50% of them are like, "Please stop this," but the 50% supporting him, being like, "Oh, dude, you're such a badass doing this. Like, I bet you number 9
is hard.
So good in bed." Like, crazy stuff, dude. I swear to God, bro. Twitter's or X, the everything app, crazy place.
I guess so. Holy fuck. Giants versus Bears. I don't really have anything on that game, except for the fact that Brian Daboll is gone. He is out of that building. What are your guys' thoughts on Daboll being fired?
Stupid. If you were going to do it, you should have done it before the season.
100% agree. And
it seemed...
Firing him mid-season does nothing for you.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
It does nothing. You completely just took away your starting quarterback or was your starting quarterbacks. I don't know. He had them looking good. So
Yeah,
you're
Darnold.
starting
Here's
from
my-
ground zero next year. It felt like he finally had his quarterback he wanted, and they were going up. If it weren't for all those injuries, like I don't know.
Yeah, they lost some bad games. They blew 4 10-point games. I think if their record was better, I think he stays around. Jake, I have a question for you. Do you
They said they
like?
wouldn't do it.
Well, no. Sean McDermott, the head coach, said that they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, fuck that
If
guy.
the Bills bounce in the playoffs early,
Yeah.
like I'm talking round 1, would you rather see Daboll head coach next year, Sean McDermott
Yep.
fired?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been done with McDermott for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Every year
I
we
agree
go
with
on and
this.
waste our picks on the defense. And then Bean did nothing at the trade deadline to go help out. Like, we'll talk about the Bills. But yes, I think Daboll finally had his Josh Allen. So, stupid of the Giants. Again, this GM deserves nothing but to be fired. He let go of Saquon.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart was Daboll's pick. It was not the GM's pick. And every interview I've seen, they've made it clear that it was Daboll's guy. So, if I were the Giants, I'd seriously consider John Gruden.
Yeah,
I like
I don't
that
know if
too.
he comes out of retirement.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he does. That guy loves football. Are you crazy? The only issue is, if they were going to do this, why didn't you do this when there was a Bench Johnson on the market, when there was a Harbaugh a couple years ago? You know what I mean? There were tons of great guys on the market this year who were coordinators or former head coaches, like Vrabel.
Yeah.
Go out and try and get a Vrabel. But instead you waited. Like, who are they going to go get? I don't even know who you go get. Bill
neither do
Belichick?
I.
Like,
I mean, is that even worth? First of all, I don't think he comes back. Not to the Giants, to a shit show. And what? Like,
he
is
would
it
go
even
back to
worth
the
it?
Giants.
At
He has ties there.
85 years old, is it worth it?
Well, it's worth it to date a 20-year-old at 85, apparently. So who knows what else
He is
he's willing to rewind the clock on.
he is a classic car with brand new tires on it and a new leather interior. It looks nicer, but the car will still run.
Yeah.
He's got a nice ornament on the front, a hood ornament, so it distracts from the rest.
It's got the dice, the fuzzy dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, we'll talk about it in the preview episode, I guess, but also, my boy, the Giants are finally unleashing the beast. That is Jameis
Save that for
Winston.
the preview.
Yes. Okay. Packers, Bears. I wanted to talk about this in relation to the Bears and the Packers, I guess, because the Bears won this week, and Packers lost 2 straight. So now the Bears are second in the division. Packers fell to 3 and out of first place. So I have both of the remaining schedules. I want to see who you guys objectively think is going to win, okay? So I'm not going to tell you whose schedule it is, and when they both play each other. So when they play each other, I'm just going to say, like, against each other.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Just say at.
I guess I have to say who the team is, eh? Or else you're not going to be able to.
I care about who the team is.
Yeah.
The 2 different
Yeah.
teams.
Never mind. I can't do it. Okay. I thought it would be cool. But anyway.
It'd be different
okay.
if it was the Packers and the Lions.
Yeah. Okay. So the Packers remaining schedule, Giants.
Win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Vikings.
I don't know. Jameis Buff plus fired head coach.
I know.
But I feel like they liked their head coach.
They have to. They have to win that game.
Yeah.
Sorry, who's up next?
Vikings.
Win.
Loss.
Bears.
Win.
Yeah, win. Yeah,
Lions.
Loss.
loss. That's in
Uh,
Detroit
Bear.
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Bears again.
Loss. They'll split.
I'm gonna say win.
Okay, I'm gonna say loss as well. I think they lose one of the games to the Bears.
I
Last
think
year they
go
were
back
both.
to back.
Bears
I do-
beat them last year. It was 1-1, and the Bears had a 1-point loss in the middle of the season against the Packers.
I think the Bears play them well, but I do think the defense is really good, and Caleb
Can't say
struggles
that.
under pressure.
You can't say the Bears play the Packers well.
But they did. They played them well twice last year.
Well, not with Rodgers. Rodgers isn't there.
Oh no, Rodgers has a lease out on the Bears, dude. Yeah. Owner, GM. I just
Okay, Ravens.
Loss. Ravens are going to be fighting for playoffs.
Where?
Week
In
17.
Baltimore.
In Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah.
Baltimore
loss.
always gets hard games at home.
That's a loss.
And then Vikings again.
That's a win.
A loss.
Okay. Okay, so I'm transferring the win-loss for the
Wait,
Bears.
so they
and
still have
Packers.
5 in-division games?
That's a lot.
Yes.
That is a lot.
Yeah. That's crazy.
With the
Okay, the
division that
Bears
close,
remain.
it's kind of scary.
It is a little bit. Bears remaining schedule: Steelers,
Loss.
Win.
Eagles.
Where's it at?
Win? You're saying win?
Where's
I think
it
the
at?
Eagles
It's
do.
in
I'm not
Soldier
100%
Field,
sure.
right?
I think so. I'm not 100%
If
sure.
it's in Soldier Field, I think automatic win.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, it's in Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Okay. Eagles.
Loss.
Yeah.
Okay, and we said they'd split with the Packers, so they lose this one. Browns.
Win.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they were saying that they split with them again, once again, so that's a win. 49ers.
Ooh.
Ayuk back, maybe.
I think a loss here. Is it?
Okay.
Is it in San Fran?
Yes.
I think it's a loss.
Yeah, probably a loss.
And then Lions.
Loss.
Yeah. Loss.
Depends on if the Lions are playing their starters or not.
True. Very true. Dude, I love that they do
Okay.
Week 18. Every game's just at 1 o'clock, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is that a joke?
No, it's like because like everything like could matter, so they're just like put it all at 1, and everyone's just gonna find out after the game.
I thought they saved it. I thought they did have Week 18 games.
Oh, do they move them? Did they flex them last year?
I thought they flexed them at the end to like,
Oh, maybe they
this
will.
could be for a division or.
Yeah, they might do that.
All right, guys. You have decided
Oh no.
Packers.
the Packers are 10-6-1.
Yeah.
Bears are 10-7.
I'm not gonna lie though, the Packers could easily drop one of those games.
So
Good.
the
It's
Bears.
going to be really interesting. It's going to be
it's
really,
definitely something
really
to-
interesting.
I had the Packers sweeping the Bears, so
Yeah. It's gonna be a close
Yeah,
game.
I'm excited to see how that turns out. Okay, let's go to Cardinals Seahawks. Seahawks absolutely mollywopped the Cardinals. It was 35-0 before halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
Are the Seahawks the best team in the NFC right now?
No.
Who do you have ahead of them?
I still like the Rams more. I mean a healthy Bucks team. I like more. The Lions I like more. That's probably it.
Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, the Eagles really hurt my soul last night though. Like that hurt my soul watching that game. but probably the Eagles are still a better team. I like the Seahawks. They're a playoff team, could possibly win a playoff game. I do like them. I think Sam Darnold's a beast. JSN's obviously the clear offensive player of the year if JT doesn't, or if JT does win MVP.
They're the Colts of the NFC. You have no reason to think that they're not
Yes.
better than those teams.
With a better, I think they have a better defense than the Colts.
I'd agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Colts
yeah.
just got Sauce Gardner, though.
I also trust Sam Darnold more than I trust Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do too.
I can't say that they're the best team, but I don't hate if somebody were to argue for them being first. Realistically, I mean, I don't like to say it and stick with everybody else. The only team that I can say is better than them definitively is the Eagles to me, because they're 7-2. Listen, that we'll talk about that game against the Packers, but if you are winning, that's all that matters. And when you're the defending champ, then I don't think that anybody can say anything about you until you fall short of that line again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they're not, but it's not a horrible argument right now. They're playing like they're the best team in the NFC, in my opinion.
I think the Lions are playing like they're the best team. They're
They have
just
some bad losses, though.
I mean, that first week is nothing to me. That first week means zilch at this point. After watching them, that was super feminine. What I just
That was
did right
bad.
there. Yeah, but I mean, it means nothing to me now. It's after watching them for the last 9 weeks. I don't know. I feel like they're the most completed team. They did have a bad loss, but they also missed 3 offensive linemen. 3 offensive linemen got hurt that game. So
And brand new coordinators.
Yeah. In Division 2, it was a tough game against the Vikings, which, it was a stinky game for them. But I still think that's just an overall powerhouse of a team.
Yeah. I guess I don't have anything on speaking of the Lions, I don't have anything on them for the Commanders game. To me, the Commanders are banned. If you play the Commanders, it's an automatic win and basically a bye.
Dan Campbell took over play calling in this game. The offense looked a lot cleaner, a lot better. I think Dan Campbell clearly wants to just run this offense the way he wants to.
On.
Yeah, because he was calling the plays. Because his coordinator can't call him the way he wants to. He got Monty way more involved than he has been. And I think he should keep calling the plays.
And it opens up Gibbs. Gibbs had an unbelievable game alongside Monty. It helps him out because he gets longer breaks in between his runs.
We've been saying this. I mean, I feel like I've been saying this all year, so glad to see it's finally happening.
Yeah, it is positive. I'm excited to see how that translates against good teams.
And I mean, that was the Donald Trump show. I'm not sure if you caught that 30 minutes of airtime, but holy smokes, he was on that TV. Jake and I, first 5 minutes, Jake and I were dying. We're like, dude, this is so funny. And then 20 more minutes goes by, and you're like, how is he still talking on TV right now? Don't you have a country to run? Dude,
you can't give that guy a mic and not expect him to go.
You can't. Yeah, I played football back in my day. Showing pictures from the 60s.
Yeah, that was crazy. It got to a point where it's whatever. However you feel politically, who cares?
Yeah.
We are watching football, guys.
Yeah, I know. Even the 2 announcers were looking at him like, all right, brother, we do have a game to get back to.
Trump, what do you think they're going to do here? I think they're going to run it. Oh, and let's see what happens. Oh, boy. Yep.
Big play coming right here. Oh, and they called a timeout. Did you know I actually played football back in the day? I had 6 or 7 touchdowns.
The Commanders intercepted here. It's kind of like Israel, kind of like Gaza.
The Commanders got to push it down the field, and that's what I say to Kamala. Push it down the field. I don't want to see it.
Frankly, There's. Bro, I can't. All right, Rams. No, Rams 49ers.
Are we not at the 4:00 slate?
Yeah, I just haven't been calling the times.
He's saving it.
Man, my voice is dying by the minute here.
Oh.
Give me a lot of screaming, though.
Oh, yes. Okay, here's why. Let me explain to the audience. I don't write down our personal games because I know that we're invested in them every single week.
Somehow,
so I just
this
kind
is
of
2
rattle
weeks in
off.
a row where I'm asking for the Bills game to be talked about.
You want to talk about the Bills? Let's talk about the Bills. Go ahead, buddy. Bills and Dolphins. Dolphins light up. McDaniels parades outside the stadium, hunting down Bills fans, and they end up winning because of his predator-type behavior. 30-19 is the final score. Mr. Bill, please, don't let us hold you back.
Yeah, that's a rough one to watch, man. Like, clearly you needed Waddle. Clearly I'd give up the number 1 pick for him. Offense is stale. Hasn't looked good again. That's really it. Like, I don't have any boo-hoo excuses. The offense is stale.
Stale is an understatement. If their offense was bread, you could throw that thing through a glass window.
I've been saying the offense is stale for the last 3 weeks. I can't say it any longer. Every Bills fan knows the exact same thing. We don't have any wide receivers. Our tight ends are out. I think that's a huge factor. Kincaid's out for next week, so we're fucked. We have a Bucs team who's coming off a loss too, who might have Bucky back. Good teams will find their way out of this, and the Bills have to find their way out of this. I don't think it at the start of the year you don't jot this one down as a loss, but in division opponents, whatever, it happens, right? Like,
they had won their last 8 matchups against the Dolphins.
I mean, they gave up 225 yards just to Achane alone, dude. Like, he just did whatever he wanted to do.
This is a difference between a coach coaching for his job and the Bills coming off of the hottest win they've had since the first game of the year.
Man, really, what else do you do? Because obviously you didn't go out to get a receiver.
They tried.
Cook and Allen can't.
I think going up. I think
you give up the number 1 pick if you tried. Would you give up the number 1 pick for Waddle? Are you going to draft? That's basically a round 2 pick.
Probably not, but they did throw that offer up there, and
they didn't.
Dolphins. They offered the 2027 first round. Pick.
They offered a first round pick for Waddle.
But Miami.
This is my thing. And why would you do it right before you're playing them? That's a horrible idea, in my opinion.
Like
you're telling. Still, like, go to another team.
To me, that's all the more reason for the Bills to be like, yeah, I'll give you next year's pick. I'll give you our first and our third round pick for Waddle, for a guaranteed lock at receiver.
And you don't have to play him twice a year for the next 3 years.
And he's by far the best receiver in your locker room now. Like, it's not even
great
close.
Point there.
And you don't have you don't have to watch him on the field to play against you ever again. Like,
who, by the way, he lit us up.
Yeah, he did. He almost went for 100 yards off 5 catches. And I mean, Allen didn't play awful. He had a bad pick, a fumble. Tua didn't play good. It was off the back of Achane and the defensive line just not being able to tackle. But how many games?
We can't keep doing these stupid screen passes. Like, they just don't work.
Yeah.
No, it's legit. The offense has been figured out, and it's like
there's got to be a reason for it, though. Like, I know someone's afraid to throw it downfield, whether that be the offensive coordinator.
It's Joe Brady.
Not trusting the receivers, not trusting Allen. Like, what's the problem there? It's not
it's
like
Joe Brady wants to be the man. They need to bring in Dayball. I'm telling you, bring him in as a consultant. Give him back his old job. If you're going to keep McDermott, the bare minimum you can do is that.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think the offense would run a lot smoother.
You saw this 2 years ago when the last year at Diggs, when they fire their offensive coordinator, they bring in Joe Brady, the offense is fresh because it's a different idea, and all of a sudden the offense started clicking again. It's the same thing. People have figured out the offense. The offense
Also,
can't hold out for the defense like they could last year. You're going to lose games.
They need to run with Josh more often, like proper designed runs. There's only 3 quarterbacks in the league who should be taking designed runs. Him, Lamar, and even Mahomes, in my opinion. But
Hurts.
Hurts too. Yeah, they've kind of moved away from it this year, and I think that that's a big problem because half of the reason that he is such a good quarterback is because of his running ability. When the defense has no fear of him running, it takes away a whole other element.
They're playing every offensive snap too, like they're up 20. They don't take shots downfield. They'll take one a quarter to Coleman, who doesn't catch it because he can't catch.
And when they do, it's on a 3rd and long. Like, I don't know. It's bad play calling. It's the lack of talent surrounding Josh Allen. I don't know. It's nothing goes right. I feel like when they lose a game.
Okay, I want to get the whole talent around Josh Allen thing out of the way. Diggs is objectively a good wide receiver. He first of all, he's not a top 5. He's never been a top 5. He's never been a top 5. Here's the other thing. Okay, but here's the other thing. Where's Gabe Davis now? Matt Collins finally had a first catch in the Patriots game this week.
True.
Like, is he really something special? Like, none of those guys were ever special, and they've always been good with no weapons, in my opinion. Not to mention they didn't have James Cook for a while, and they were still making the playoffs. So, to me, the idea that Josh Allen needs a bunch of weapons is ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, look, and it doesn't always equate to winning. Look at Mahomes. He has the best wide receiving group he's had since Tyreek left, and they can't. He had a 44% completion percentage the last time we seen him on the field, and a 53 passer rating. Like, to me, it's a bigger story than he doesn't have a wide receiver 1. Like, that's not the issue.
I think Matt Collins solves a lot of those issues in the Bills' offense last year, where
You think he's that much better than Shakir? You think he's that much better
Shakir's
than
a different
Coleman
type of wide receiver. Shakir's over the middle. Matt Collins was for those deep ball stretches that Keon Coleman can't produce this year. The same thing with like Ty Johnson. When I saw a lot of Ty Johnson balls being thrown to Ty Johnson, where I can't even name a catch he's had this year. It's the same thing. Ty Johnson's still on the team, but I don't know. It just feels like a broken offense that if your offense is broken and you have Josh Allen and you have James Cook and you have okay wide receivers, I wouldn't call any of them great, then it's the offensive coordinator and therefore the head coach's job to sit down and go, you're fired, Dayball, come aboard.
What I don't understand is they go out and they'll blow the back off Carolina and then they'll go to lose to Miami like this. Like, it's 2 different teams you're watching. One team has a game plan, and I mean, when I say no weapons for Josh Allen, the guy has a top 5 offensive line, and he has a great running back behind him. So it's not like he has no weapons. Obviously, he's sitting behind a great line, but a number 1 wide receiver, or at least someone who resembles a number 1 wide receiver, because I hate to say it, because I bet Jake knows it. Coleman's not the guy. He's just not going to be the guy. He can still be a guy. He can still be wide receiver 2, but you just know he's not going to step into that role. So that would help. That would help a lot to take pressure off Josh Allen and James Cook back, because when the defense is out there, that's all they're looking at. They're looking at Josh Allen and James Cook. They're not looking. They're not
Do you
worried
think
about.
their offense would be better if they had Xavier Worthy?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
No, we need a big guy.
I disagree. I think
You need a
you just
speed
need
guy.
something else. You just need something else for that defense to be like, oh fuck, don't let him get the ball. Oh fuck,
No,
You
don't
have
let
no
him get the ball.
threat over the air
We
other than
needed-
Kincaid.
We needed Keon Coleman to be a T. Higgins, get up there and come down with the ball, which he was in college. He has not translated into the NFL. Like all these wide receivers who we look at who would fit perfectly, I think, in the Bills' offense are taller guys who you can trust to come down with the ball. Like we have Shakir.
Yeah.
We're fine with the shorter, like the smaller guys. We need a big wide receiver one.
I think
I
So-
think
you need a playmaker. I don't care if he's big or small. I don't care if it's Jamar Chase who's 6 foot or if it's T. Higgins who's 6'5". Like I think you just need someone who's reliable that gets open.
Yeah.
Who can you just need someone that Josh Allen can look at on third down and be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm putting the ball right there.
Yep.
I want to flip it though to a more positive thing. Jake, can you take the boo-hoo Buffalo off the?
I do tell your team, so I figured it was only fair.
Okay, fair enough. I want to flip it to a positive note for the Bills. Okay, and Jake, I think this will make you happy. Okay. We've talked all year. We've talked all year about how this league is weird this year because everybody has some sort of weird week. Okay? Let's take the 14 playoff teams as we stand right now, okay? Only 2 of them do not have a loss to a losing record team. The Rams and Seahawks, who are ironically in the same division. 3 of them nearly have bad losses to losing record teams, but they won them all. The Colts almost lost to the Falcons this past week. They won in overtime. Broncos 11-7 against the Jets, and 10-7 against the Raiders this week. And then the Bucs nearly lost to the Jets as well, 29-27. You remember that game in week 6, I believe. All of the 11 other teams have a loss to losing record teams. The Jags lost to the Texans and the Bengals. The 49ers lost to the Texans. Packers lost to the Panthers and the Browns. The Lions lost to the Vikings. The Bears lost to the Vikings. The Bills lost to the Falcons and the Dolphins. The Chargers lost to the Commanders. The Patriots lost to the Raiders. And then the Eagles lost to the Giants. Like, everybody has a bad loss, essentially, except for the Seahawks and Rams. So, to me, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody's had bad play this year at some point.
What a stat pull right there, brother. What a stat pull. Oh my goodness. Dove deep in the bag for that.
Thank you.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
How many of those teams have multiple?
Four.
Okay. Yeah, dude, you're fine.
4.
You're sitting pretty.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not insanely worried. It is what it
You're
is.
worried though, right? Because you should be a little worried.
No. We're still in the playoffs. I would be worried if Josh Allen got hurt.
Oh, boy.
Touch wood.
I would be. I'm not worried. We'll be fine. We're the Bills.
Okay.
You can't win every, like, if we went into the playoffs undefeated, I'd be worried that we would lose in round 1 because we haven't had a bad loss.
I mean, look at the Chiefs, right?
We've beaten every good team we've played except for, I guess, if you want to argue New England's good.
Yeah.
In-division games are tough. We talk about it all the time.
But you're not worried.
That's fair.
I just said I wasn't.
So, like, how are we feeling, though? Like, obviously, we're Super Bowl bound. That's where we're looking.
Yeah, I want to win the Super Bowl.
And
If
are
they
we
do
like-
anything but win the Super Bowl, this season is a failure.
Okay.
That's what good teams are.
and like roughly like on the scale of 1 to 10, how are we feeling?
7 or an 8. Probably an 8.
All right.
Listen, man, I'm not going to drag myself in the dumps because we lost a bad game in Miami. They were due to beat us.
Okay. That's
Fun
fair.
fact.
That's fair.
My uncle lives in Ottawa, huge Bills fan. He flew down to Miami for the game. They were chugging beers the night before, all thinking, easy win coming up tomorrow. And he was actually at the bar that McDaniels drove by and, flexed on him a little bit.
Very cool. Very cool.
Listen,
Not
honestly,
Are his testosterone levels low this morning? Or?
Balding a little bit? Possibly.
No, listen, man. Good for McDaniels. I want him to stay the coach. Like, I want him to be the head coach there. Like,
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Enjoy your win.
I mean, AI does exist.
Dude, and listen, that's such a cornball answer from him. Like,
yeah. No, it's exactly what I'd expect him to say. Something stupid like that.
Perfect coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's going to be a great OC for North Carolina next year.
All right. Do you have anything else on the Bills-Dolphins game?
No, tough loss. Got to bounce back. Worried about the Bucks now.
Okay, let's get to the next game.
All right. Literally moving to the next game.
The Bengals lost to the bye week.
Bro, he looks like PFT right now.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, I love that for you.
All right, baby.
Everyone just has sunglasses nearby? What the hell is this?
No, Jake. No.
I'm here in support. I'm a pro Texans guy.
Are you gonna be a pro Texans guy in 2 weeks when they play the Bills?
No. But I'll stand in solidarity.
Join
with my brother.
Join the squad. Wow, what a win! That was one of the better wins in Texans history, I would say.
Yes,
it
sir.
was Davis Mills show in the fourth quarter. It was the second biggest comeback in franchise history. Biggest in the fourth quarter. They scored 26-0 in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville's offensive stats for the fourth quarter. Let's go through them. Trevor Lawrence, 0 for 1 passing. Total offensive yards, 1 yard. 1 offensive yard in the fourth quarter.
That's motion
Boys.
right there.
Boys. Listen, this was such a good win. And I'll be honest. I'll be an honest Texans fan. I did not watch this game past that kick return until midway through the third. Midway through the third, I turned it back on. I stopped watching after that kick return because I was like, wow, 17-0. This is great. We're going to get smoked. Our chances are completely over.
Wow.
I turned the game back on.
You kind of got to take off the glasses for this part. That's what the fuck is that?
I'm not taking off anything. I'm an honest guy, okay?
All right, Honest Abe. Let's get to it.
Turn back on the game. What a beautiful watch. What a great finish. Great ending. First of all, my Trevor Lawrence hate is completely valid. It gets more and more validated as the weeks go on. I don't know if you've seen that last play of the game, but that's one of the ugliest finishes I've ever seen. Pause. That was horrible. The guy gets sacked by a 3-man pass rush and then throws it to a 300-pound man who takes it to the crib in your face. He didn't have to run it back. He could have slid. There was no time on the clock. He ran it back on you.
Oh, my God.
Okay, let me get a little more realistic though with it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm chalking them down as a 5-5 team. They're going to beat Tennessee next week, no problem. Tennessee has the worst scoring offense.
Famous last
Tennessee,
words right there, brother.
No. Tennessee has the worst scoring offense in the league.
Yeah.
Cam Ward has thrown a pick in 6 of his last 7 games. He has the worst pass rating in the league, and the defense have the number 1 passing or scoring defense.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish the stat real quick. The last 16 times that the number 1 ranked scoring defense and the number 1 worst scoring offense have faced each other, the defense has won all 16 times. So I have zero fear. Ask your question, Jake. Please.
If you guys lose against the Titans next week, will you wear your sunglasses?
No, I will. I'll break them or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would put you guys. This puts you only 1 game back of the wild card. The Jags are 5-4, as well as the Chiefs. Obviously, the Jags have the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. If you guys win next week, that's 5-5. The Jags also play the Chargers. I think we all assume the Chargers will win.
Let's
and
go Chargers.
Then you have the Bills next week, who could be 6-4, same record. You have the potential to jump them and then take a wild card spot. Are you going to cement yourself as a playoff team, or are you happy just being in the hunt?
Right now,
No,
I'm happy being in the hunt.
That's bullshit.
No. I asked Jake Super Bowl or bust. He said Super Bowl.
My team is in no position
I didn't say
to
Super
be
Bowl
a
for you,
Super Bowl
but this-
or bust.
But this is playoffs or bust for you, right?
Listen, guys,
Right. It's playoffs.
I don't want to
or
be
bust.
put. I don't want to be.
No,
put
it's
in
not
this...
fun being put under the gun, but you have to be put under the gun.
Right now, if you tell me, flip a coin and what side do you want it to land on, they either make the playoffs or they don't.
Yes.
Give me the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Like if I had to pick if they're not going to make the playoffs or they're going to make the playoffs, I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay, so let me tell you your road to the playoffs. It's beating Tennessee next week and then going and handling business against the Bills.
This is my thing though. I just want to state this. The Texans have the hardest remaining schedule in the entire league. Hardest remaining.
Good teams win games.
Well, let's bring it up.
Is Long Neck in there for?
At least one more week.
Stroud
right?
should be back this week. They're going to beat Tennessee even with Davis Mills. I don't care who plays this week. They're crushing Tennessee. Like
Now,
it's
can we
not
talk
going to
about
be.
How Davis Mills actually looked pretty good in
He did.
the later
He
half
looked
of that
great.
game.
He looked awesome. Even throughout the game, I don't think he looked that bad. Their offense was stale, but he looked decent in my opinion. Go ahead. Don't even say it. Don't say what you want to say.
He looked
Don't
better
say
than
what-
CJ Stroud in almost every game this year, other than the Titans game, which has the worst team I've seen ever. Dare I
know.
say that?
Just tell me. Just tell me you're rage baiting me right now. Just tell me.
I'm
tell
not
me.
saying, obviously, you're not going to start Davis Mills over CJ Stroud. But tell me I'm wrong when I say Davis Mills looked better than CJ has every game except that Tennessee Titans game.
It's not a one-game sample size. This guy played 3 seasons, and then we drafted CJ, and then we went to the playoffs following a 2-16.
You drafted Davis Mills.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, and we had 3 straight losing seasons.
I'm not saying he's the guy. I'm not saying.
And then we had
again.
back-to-back winning playoff
Just-
seasons with CJ.
But just answer me this question: did he not look better than CJ Stroud every game this season? Was this not the
No.
best performance by a quarterback
All right.
you've seen on your team this season?
No.
All right, I'm gonna read you guys.
We
the schedule.
smoked the
You tell me
Ravens. We
win or
smoked the
loss.
Ravens
Alright,
with Stroud.
You're right.
At Titans.
Win. Easy.
Yeah, easy. I'm so betting the Titans.
Home
now.
against the Bills.
I think that's a win. I think they beat the Bills. They beat them at home last year. I think they beat them again this year.
All right, 2-0. All right, at Colts.
Loss.
You don't think you split with the Colts?
We will split with the Colts, but that's the first matchup.
At Chiefs.
I think they... Fuck, dude. I don't want...
Dude, you have a fucking hard schedule. Holy shit.
That gets a lot easier.
I'm going to say loss.
All right, home against the Cardinals.
Win.
Home against the Raiders.
Win.
At Chargers.
Win.
Okay, and then loss to the Colts.
Okay, switch. Loss to the Chargers, win against the Colts last week.
So you beat the Colts twice this year.
No, once. I'm saying we lose to them the first time we play them.
Okay, so you go loss, win, loss to the Chargers, win at home against the Colts.
You're going to be 9-8. Maths.
So you have 5 more wins on the season. I don't know what you guys are at right now.
Boom. 5 more wins. Wait, what are you guys? Are you 5-4?
No, we're 4-5.
So 9-8.
9-8, yeah.
So all you have to do is turn one of those tides. And to be fair, that Chiefs game could go either way. Like that Chiefs game.
That's my thing. That's my
Same
thing.
with
I'm not worried about
Chargers.
honest.
Chargers.
Like I
That
think
can
they
be-
can beat.
That
They
could
can
be for
beat.
your division.
Like let's look at it right now. Like okay, they're 4-5. Let's lock up the wins first. They're gonna beat the Cardinals. I would assume they're gonna beat the Raiders. I assume they're gonna beat
the
Tennessee, I assume.
Titans.
Yeah.
So that's
They're gonna beat the
7-5 right there.
They're going to beat the Bills. They're going to beat the Bills.
I'm
They're
talking
gonna
about
beat the Bills.
Locked
Locked?
wins.
Yeah, lock the Bills in. You locked it up earlier. Lock it in.
Are you locking the Bills in then? Are they beating the Texans?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what is that?
2 weeks.
Is that
That'll
you're
be
down,
the-
Carson?
No.
I'm down on the
Oh.
26th.
Oh, damn! So it's the week before.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Shucks. It's an 8:15. It's a primetime game.
Thursday night, baby. That'll be the official first Huddle podcast, like where 2 of our teams play. So that'll be
Yeah. Yeah,
an
you're
interesting following week.
Really?
Yeah,
right. And
it's really only this season.
The Bengals play the Bills.
Gauntlet of a schedule.
If
Listen, man, if you
It's-
guys have a
it's gonna
gauntlet
come
finish,
down-
then what do we have? Holy shit.
I'm not worried about the end of the year, they have pretty not mediocre, but middle teams, and their offense has gotten better. To me, it's that Chiefs, Bills, Colts stretch. Like, I think their season making the playoffs is going to be either they go 1-2 and miss the playoffs within that 3-game stretch, or they go 2-1 and they have a real chance of making the playoffs. Like I said, they're going to be 500 after this next upcoming week. We'll talk about that game in more depth in the other episode, but
If your schedule
I'm
is a
very
gauntlet,
excited.
then mine is the Rapture. Like, Bucks, Texans, which is apparently an automatic loss. Then we go at Steelers. Then we go Bengals in time for Joe to come back. Then we go at Patriots, at Browns, home against the Eagles, and then finish it off home against the Jets. Farewell in Buffalo. If your schedule is the toughest left in the league, then I don't know what mine is.
You have the Jets on there.
And the Bengals.
You have the
And the
Titans, Cardinals, Raiders left.
Yeah, and the
True.
Chiefs.
We have the Eagles. The Chiefs are worse than the Eagles.
We have an army. We have a Hulk.
Yeah, you can't win this one, Carson.
Oh man, now I'm
Actually,
itching at the bone to
be
talk
fair,
about
though,
this
here's the
Bills game.
difference is is Houston has to play the Bills. The Bills do not have to play Houston. That's how that works.
It's at home against Houston.
Your team's. I'm just saying, like based off like the record, your team has an easier schedule. That's why.
Well, he's probably going to say we're going to lose to the Bucs next week, but
Buddy, we have the number one defense. Josh Allen just played the Dolphins and couldn't complete a first down pass.
all right. Well, hopefully Davis Mills plays against us.
No,
For our sake, hopefully CJ plays.
No, CJ's chilling. CJ's chilling.
How's your kicker look this year?
Our kicker?
Oh boy,
He looks great,
That's what you
actually.
beat
He's
us
the
by
number one
last
fantasy.
year.
Yeah, Josh
Okay,
Allen
then
also
you're
had the worst completion percentage of his career.
Okay, so we'll lock in next 2 games for the Texans.
Listen, I'm not-
automatic W's.
No. I'm just trying to. You're just trying to flip
don't
the script
backpedal.
on me now.
Don't backpedal. Just own it, bro. Just own it.
Fuck.
Balls on the table.
What do you have to lose?
What do
The
you
worst-
have to lose?
What do I have to lose? Pride. If we do lose,
Dude, that was gone when Davis Mills started. Come on.
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, everyone's on your side backing you up, and you're not here for it.
all right, there, Captain Sarcasm.
All right.
Oh.
That's a luck. That's a luck for the Texans.
It's what you just said. The Texans will guaranteed beat the Titans.
Oh yeah,
By the
that's
way,
They're gonna
the
smoke the
Titans-
Titans.
Are only plus 250. Like that's it.
The podcast hasn't came out yet.
True. I was like, I need my money line bet over here.
Bet
Oh.
makers haven't heard the pod.
No,
yet.
we'll talk about that Bills and Texans game in depth, but that's what I'm more focused on right now. They'll
All
be
right.
500 after this.
So
next
you're
week.
already moved on to Buffalo, correct?
Yes, yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm not worried about this Titans game at all.
Man, next
I would have said the exact same thing about this Dolphins game.
All right,
Yeah, except we
let's
smoked them
wrap up
26
this
Sure.
week.
nothing already.
Let's wrap up this week. What games we got left?
And let's not even talk about the Monday game. It sucks so bad. We
No,
still
I
got
wanna
a
talk
whole
about the
nother
Monday game.
hour
Let
to
me-
film, boys.
Yeah, we do. We should touch on it quickly because it was a brutal watch. That Eagles Packers game Jake and I discussed this before the game started. It was either going to be a great game, or you should take every single under the sun, and that's what it ended up being. That was almost.
That was close.
Jordan Love's not good at football. I don't think.
Yes.
It
Nope.
hurts. It hurts watching sometimes because he has like that Brett Favre mentality in a
Is Jordan Love overrated?
like he plays like Brett Favre in a time where you can't play like Brett Favre anymore. Like you can't just sling the rock and just be like that's where it's going.
No
It's-
pocket awareness. Absolute
Oh.
loosest ball on the planet. Pause. It's
Gave up a
horrible. There's
sack
so
here
many
and there.
things.
It literally was just the Josh Jacobs and Saquon show. I think Hurts didn't look terrible. He looked all right. The game was just boring. It was all defense, all game. It was all defense.
Hurts looked fine, but I will say there was a time when they were going over his plays. Joe was going over his good plays throughout the game. And
Yeah.
I seen one play in particular. Obviously, it was all from the behind the quarterback, the view. And oh my God, there was a play, and A.J. Brown had 20 yards on the front of him coming across on a drag route, and he would have had so much room, no one guarding. Like, he does miss. And then Hurts ended up taking off for like a 10-yard run on the play, but it could have been a lot more to an A.J. Brown. Interesting stat I want to see. I know that we talk about it all the time and everybody talks about it, but it is kind of a little strange to me. The first 47 games that A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts play together, A.J. had one game under 3 targets. This year he has 2 now in 8 games.
Something's going on. It has to be. I know we've talked about it before, but he came off this injury. He had 2 catches, 13 yards. I'm not going to lie. He obviously doesn't seem satisfied with winning. He seems more satisfied with stats and points and being the guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves on to another team next year and lets Devonta Smith take on the number 1 role. Is that crazy?
I mean, I can see it. I don't think that they need him. That's
the guy literally said,
crazy.
"Trade me in fantasy." He said, "Trade me in fantasy this week."
Yeah, like that's bad. That's bad. I don't know. I mean, it could just be him coming off the hamstring injury. It could be, but it hasn't seemed that way all year. So,
I feel like this is something we can talk about. It's gonna be talked about more this year. I want to move on to something more like encapsulated in this week, i.e., coming off the trade deadline and all that stuff. The Packers move on from Jair. They trade him to the Ravens, where the Ravens just didn't ever use him, and he didn't look good when he did play. The Eagles go and pick him up, and then he takes a leave of absence, hope whatever's okay. That seems kind of crazy to me that you can trade for a player, and then the next day they can go, I'm just not playing anymore.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we don't know what's going on, obviously. Very strange, though. It's just to even accept the job and move on. Maybe something obviously came up all of a sudden, but it seemed more of like a mental health thing than anything else. At least what I read.
I just thought that was weird. That's now 2 players who have signed to the Eagles and then immediately gone, no, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
No, that might be them trying to stash the roster and these guys being used to being in more prime roles.
Yeah.
But like Zadarius Smith, then now Jair, but I don't know, it just seems weird.
It is like he went from being a prominent player, especially on the Packers, when healthy. Obviously, he's been riddled with injuries on and off the field, but he was a big-time playmaker on the Packers. And for him to kind of just dwindle off these last 2 years is very strange to see. Maybe the mental health stuff has a lot to do with it, though. Like, you never know.
Yeah, well, yeah, you hope it's not that, but from a professional standpoint, that you hope that it is, because otherwise it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
If it is that, then it's totally justified. If you're just doing it to get a contract and then take time off, then it's a whole another story. So hopefully it's not that, but in terms of why he's taking the time off, hopefully it is.
Yeah, I don't think we have to touch on that. I think we can go off based on what we know, and it hadn't looked great the last year in Green Bay. It didn't look good in Baltimore. Then he gets traded to an Eagles team where that fan base will eviscerate you if you are not playing up to standards. And maybe he just didn't want that pressure.
Yeah.
And that's an area where they really did need help, I feel.
Yeah, Mitchell got hurt too against Green Bay. Oh, dude, that game sucks so bad. Sorry, I'm just replaying it in my head. It was literally just fumbles and defense and just zero offensive play. It was very boring. Not what you want to see on a Monday night. That was a 1:00 game for a Sunday that you switch to every once in a while and just.
That was a London game.
It was. Which, by the way, we gave Germany a freaking banger this week. Like, where's the we're supposed to be punishing Germany, not rewarding them.
Jeez. Welcome to the historical podcast.
I didn't say nothing. Oh.
All right. I think I'm ready to move on. I don't know about you guys.
That's all the games this week, yeah?
Correct.
Any other
We
sports
let
news?
you out, but
Nothing that we can't touch on the next episode. Where can everyone find us?
All right, guys, go check us out on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, the X, the Everything app. Under the Huddle Podcast, go like, subscribe, check it out, do all that stuff. Yeah.
Max Crosby.